Hi, this is Mohammad Waqas from AppTech Pakistan. In this video session, I will demonstrate you the use of triggers with SQL Server 2012. They are a special kind of stored procedure which executes automatically for any specific database server event. We can use triggers to implement integrity constraints like check constraints. We can also use them when we want to make changes within our related tables and to define some custom error messages. We have three kinds of triggers: DML, DDL and logon triggers. DML triggers are specific for insert, update and delete operations. DDL for create, alter and drop. And for session management we use logon triggers. Syntax for creating a trigger is like create trigger. These are the keywords. Then you have to specify your trigger name. On, then you will specify on which table, on which view, on which schema you want to create your trigger. Then you have to specify the timing for the trigger. It can be either for or after. For is basically a before trigger. It will validate a record before inserting into a table. After trigger will execute once your DML statement complete its execution. Instead of trigger can be used with views or where you want to make changes within more than one table with single execution. Then you have to specify for which event your trigger will start. For either it can be insert, update, delete or can be any other DDL operation. Then the rest will remain the same as begin. You will have to specify your statement between begin and end. So let's have a demonstration. Okay, I have connected with my SQL Server instance. Here is our table name, salesman. We have three columns with this table: sales ID, sales description and price. Okay, here I will create a trigger to validate or to check my value for price before inserting that specific value within my table. I will validate the price value should be greater than 5,000, otherwise the query will roll back. Okay, before going to start the actual code, let us discuss two special tables that maintain the newly inserted, deleted or updated record. SQL Server maintain any specific record within two special tables: inserted and deleted. Inserted table maintain the newly inserted record and deleted table maintain the deleted record for your last delete operation. So I will be using this table within my query. So just create a trigger. Then my trigger name is TRIINS for sales main. Then I have to specify my table name. Table name will be sales underscore main. Then I have to specify the timing. I want to validate a record before insertion, so I will use before trigger for, and I have to specify the operation name, that is insert, as begin and end. Here I will specify my specific operation. Okay, I am checking the price value should be greater than 5,000, otherwise the record will not be inserted within your table. So I will fetch the price value from my inserted table. Inserted table maintain the record of last insert query. So for suppose I have written the query like insert into salesman, values can be 112, then shoes, and price will be 500. So this record will be maintained by your inserted table. So I will fetch that record and match with my specific condition, like select price value from inserted. Inserted table maintain the records of last insert query, and if that specific price is less than 5,000, then record will not be inserted within your insert within your table, and the query will be rollbacked. So just write rollback statement and then by print record, sorry, price should be greater than 5,000. So just okay, my trigger has been created. Now, as I told you before, trigger will execute automatically against any specific database operation. I have created this trigger for insert operation on salesman table. So when I perform an insert operation on salesman table, this trigger will execute. And what that trigger do, it will fetch the price value of last inserted record and match with this number. If our price value is less than 5,000, it will roll back our last insert operation and this message will be printed. So just check either it is working or not. Insert into salesman values. Okay, 199 shirt and the value is 499. So trigger has occurred and I have entered the value which is less than 5,000. So the message has been generated. Price should be greater than 5,000. Greater spelling of greater is wrong. And the transaction ended with a trigger. The batch has been aborted. This statement is generated because of this keyword, rollback. Rollback will roll back your last inserted record. So this was a simple demo for a before trigger.